If you think rich people just work harder than everyone else, I need you to pause for a second. This video is going to sting a little because what you've been told about getting rich is probably a lie. The biggest myth out there is that hard work equals wealth. It doesn't. And understanding why it doesn't is the first step to changing your financial future. So let's break down the single biggest problem most people face when trying to build wealth. They sell their time. Think about it, a regular 9-to-5 job. You're selling 8 hours of your day. You work overtime, you're just selling more hours. You're a freelancer taking on clients. You're still selling blocks of your time. And here's the hard truth. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can't create more time, so your income will always have a ceiling. You're trading your most valuable non-renewable resource, your life, for a paycheck that can only grow so much. Rich people understand this trap, and they refuse to play that game. They don't sell time, they build and sell systems. So what's the alternative? Let's talk about the first cheat code to making money, and it's a game changer. Do something once and get paid for it multiple times. Let that sink in. Do the work one time, and let it generate income for you over and over again. How? Well, you're watching an example right now. This video took time to create, but once it's uploaded, it can be watched by thousands or even millions of people, generating revenue long after the work is done. Other examples include writing an ebook, creating a digital course, or designing a piece of software. You put in the effort upfront, and then the system takes over. Rich people don't repeat their work. They create assets that can be multiplied and sold infinitely without them having to be there. They build a machine that works for them even while they sleep. Now for the second cheat code, and this one will probably surprise you. You need to use what you already know. So many people get stuck because they think they need to be a world-renowned expert or have some rare, God-given talent to create something valuable. That's just not true. You don't need a PhD, you don't need to be a genius. You just need to know about 10% more than the person you're trying to help. That's it. Think about all the things you've learned through your job, your hobbies, or just life experience. There are millions of people who are just starting out and would love to know what you know. That's why you see so many simple, imperfect content channels and blogs grow so fast. They're not trying to be perfect. They're just being helpful and sharing what they've learned one step ahead of their audience. Your knowledge is a valuable asset you're probably sitting on. Alright, let's get to the third and most powerful cheat code. This is the one that separates the players from the spectators. Follow the attention, not the money. I'll say it again because it's that important. Follow attention, not money. Why? Because money always follows attention. In today's world, attention is the most valuable currency. Where are people's eyes and ears? They're on YouTube, on TikTok, on social media, on podcasts. If you can capture and hold a fraction of that attention, you have a direct line to building a business, a brand, and an income stream. Instead of chasing dollars, focus on creating content that people genuinely want to watch, read, or listen to. Build a community, provide value. Once you have their attention, you have endless opportunities to monetize it. Don't chase the money. Make the money chase you by becoming a source of valuable attention. So let's put it all together. Getting rich isn't about luck, and it's definitely not just about working harder. It's about strategy. It's about choosing to play the right game. Most people are losing the financial game because they're stuck on the wrong field, playing by rules designed to keep them running in place. They're trading time for money, thinking they're not expert enough, and chasing dollars instead of building attention. The wealthy play a different game entirely, a game of leverage, systems, and attention. If you're tired of playing the wrong game and want to learn which games are actually worth your time and effort, then you're in the right place. Make sure you follow FactShot for more content that breaks down how wealth is really built. Thanks for watching.